You ever get that feeling like the world's been quietly keeping you small, trapped in a cage you didn't even know was locked? I did. For years, I lived a life written for me by everyone else. School, job, bills, rinse and repeat. Like a hamster running endlessly on a wheel. If you're listening, you probably feel that weight too. That restless hunger inside telling you you're meant for more, but society keeps telling you to settle. I remember the moment I knew I couldn't play along anymore. It wasn't lightning striking. It was a slow, suffocating feeling that my time was slipping away while I pretended. So I decided to stop following their script and write my own. That choice felt like jumping off a cliff without a parachute. Terrifying, exhilarating, and necessary. Here's the truth no one tells you. Freedom isn't given. It's taken. A fight, a grind, brutal knocks testing whether you'll stand up and claim your life or stay lying down in fear. The first time I tried, I crashed hard. I threw myself into a business idea, full of hope, convinced it would be my breakthrough. Instead, it imploded. I lost money, credibility, friends who thought I'd lost my mind, and a piece of myself that believed I could do this. But in the rubble of failure, something incredible happened. I learned. I grew. Failure isn't your enemy. It's your greatest teacher if you listen. Most people never get that far. They see failure and run back to safety. But you're here listening. That means something. You've felt that fire that refuses to be tamed. That restlessness telling you to wake up and see the system for what it is. A rigged game designed to keep you grinding but never free. So what do you do when you realize the game's rigged? You change the game. You break the script. You learn the real rules no one talks about because they don't want you to win. These rules are simple but powerful. Control, entry, need, time, scale. I call it the sense framework. Control means owning your business, time, decisions, not handing power to someone else. If you don't control your business, money, schedule, you're just a cog in the machine, trading your life for someone else's dream. Entry means finding a way in that's accessible, not a pipe dream needing a fortune or connections. It's about smart moves, not dumb risks. Need means solving problems real people care about. If you're not meeting a genuine need, you're shouting into the void. Time means your business shouldn't demand every waking hour. Money that only comes when you work isn't freedom. It's slavery with better marketing. Scale means growing beyond yourself, creating something that multiplies your impact and income without burning you out. Sounds straightforward, but most ignore these truths because they're hard. Real freedom is scary. It means facing uncertainty, risking failure, owning everything you create or lose. But fear is the mind killer, the very thing the system uses to keep you small. When you accept fear as your guide, you hand over your power. You can keep living scripted, safe but trapped, or step into the unknown and build your own way. That unknown is terrifying, but it's the birthplace of everything you dreamed of. I know because I walked through that fire. There were nights I couldn't sleep, heart pounding, wondering if I'd made a terrible mistake. Friends telling me to get a real job. Family doubting my sanity. But the alternative, going back to a life half-lived, was worse. I had to trust myself, trust the process, trust that failure wasn't the end but a step. Slowly, bit by bit, the fog lifted. I started seeing opportunities where before were walls. I learned to build systems, create value, leverage technology, not just trade time for money. I built a business that worked for me, not the other way around. Freedom is messy and unpredictable. It's not neat or overnight success. It's a wild ride filled with highs that feel like flying and lows like falling through the earth. But every fall is a lesson. Every scar is a story. Every victory proof you're alive and fighting. And humor? Don't underestimate laughing at yourself when everything falls apart. I've had moments where all I could do was laugh at how absurdly difficult it was just to get out of bed and keep going. Sometimes humor is the glue holding your sanity together when life tries to rip it away. Here's my challenge. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. That moment is a myth sold to keep you stuck. Start now, even if messy. Start with one small step, learning, experimenting, failing, growing. Surround yourself with people who get it, push you, don't judge your dreams. Keep your eyes on what matters. Your freedom, passion, legacy. One day, you'll look back and realize the chains holding you were illusions. The only thing holding you back was fear you let rule your mind. So breathe. Step forward. Break the script. Live unscripted. The world waits for you to rise. If you fall, get up. Laugh at chaos. Keep moving. Your story is yours to write, and it's going to be one hell of a story. When I started, I was broke, burned out, doubted by everyone, including myself. No degrees, no silver spoon. Just hunger and refusal to quit. I remember nights lying awake, heart racing, wondering if I'd ruined my life, wondering if I was fooling myself. But I kept going. Giving up meant admitting defeat, and that was not an option. I learned hard lessons about grit, resilience, and sacrifice. Cutting toxic people out, embracing solitude, celebrating tiny wins when big ones felt far away. Those brutal moments became my foundation. They built me into someone who can face anything. And humor? Yeah, there's always humor. Like sending a half-finished proposal to a client and spending a week explaining why they got a work in progress. Or working from home surrounded by laundry and empty coffee cups. Life's messy. That's what makes it beautiful. Success isn't glamorous. It's ugly, painful, lonely, but breathtakingly rewarding. When you taste freedom, true freedom, you know every scar, late night, laugh through tears was worth it. Wondering how to start? Simple, start learning. Read books that challenge your worldview. Listen to people who've done what you want. Avoid advice from those who haven't been there. Build skills that matter. Experiment relentlessly. Fail gloriously. Adjust and move. Guard your mind fiercely. The battle isn't just external, it's internal. Your biggest enemy is the voice saying, "You're not good enough," or "You don't deserve this." That voice lies. Starve it with action, belief, relentless pursuit. The moment you stop listening to that voice is when you break free. You become unstoppable. No trophies go to those who play it safe. The world belongs to the bold, the brave, the relentless. Those who laugh at fear and say, "Not today." Those who know failure's pain but refuse to be defined by it. This journey won't be easy. It will test your limits. But if you stay true, keep learning, keep growing, you'll find freedom so deep it shakes your soul. Step off that cliff. The fall is scary. The landing? That's where you find yourself.